When people talk about Texas, you hear an awful lot about places like Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, McKinney, Frisco, things like that. But Texas is a heck of a lot more than big city skylines. Small towns like I grew up in, and you've got things like art festivals, you've got weekend festivals, you've got riverfront views, you've got no city chaos, you've got amazing schools. So, whether you're raising a family or you're looking to retire, I'm going to talk about 10 towns in Texas that will surprise you not only for their beauty, but for the affordability that they allow you. So, let's count down 10 of the most amazing, small, beautiful, and affordable towns in Texas. And we're also going to talk about 3 coastal towns just in case you're looking for a little bit of salt water in your life. And in the video, I'm also going to show you what you can expect when it comes to the cost of living there. And by the way, if you don't know me yet, my name's Chris. I'm a real estate broker in Central Texas. And if you need help with any of these places, just reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. So let's start our list with number 10. And we're going to go south of San Antonio to Atascosa County to Poteet, Texas. Poteet is what most people picture when they dream of peaceful small town in South Texas. About 30 miles south of San Antonio, it's home to about 3,500 people and famous for one thing above everything else: strawberries. Every April, the Poteet Strawberry Festival takes over the town. We're talking barbecue smoke filling the air, live Tejano music, parades, carnival rides, thousands of people pouring in not only from all over the state, but all around the country. But for the other 11 months, it's just plain quiet in Poteet. And here's where it gets interesting, though, financially. The typical home in Poteet is between $205,000 and $215,000, making it nearly $100,000 below the state average. Property taxes are about 1.63%, right around the state average, and electricity costs are right in line with the rest of the state of Texas as well. Healthcare, you've got clinics locally, and again, San Antonio's full medical systems are only 30 to 35 minutes up the road. So if you're looking for a small town lifestyle with strong community pride and a price point that leaves plenty of room in your budget, Poteet can be a very, very underrated pick for a lot of people. All right, number 9, we're going to go to Llano County. Yes, that double L in Texas is pronounced Llano, just like the county seat, Llano, Texas. And yes, we do understand the double L is pronounced like a Y in Spanish, and that's why we also have the Llano Estacado, but that town and that county are called Llano. Llano's what you get when hill country charm and artistic energy collide. With a population of about 3,300 people, it sits right on the banks of the beautiful Llano River, 75 to 90 minutes northwest of Austin. That means river paddling in the morning, sunset views from a granite outcropping in the east. Events here are surprisingly big for such a small place. The Llano Crawfish Open draws music lovers and foodies every April, and the Earth Art Fest brings in artists from all over the country. And that's people stacking rocks into wild sculptures in the riverbed. And you're just a quick drive from Enchanted Rock, also just outside of Fredericksburg, which is one of the best hikes in all of Texas. Housing here is right at the state average, around $308,000, but property taxes are better than average at only 1.32%. And you're still paying right about that state average for electricity as well. Healthcare, Baylor Scott & White's got a full-service medical center in town, and for specialists or more advanced care, Marble Falls and Austin are just up the road. So if you're looking for something along a river or you're looking for authentic local events, Llano could be exactly what you're hunting. Number 8, Winnsboro sits right on the county line between Wood and Franklin counties. And this one surprises a lot of people. Winnsboro is East Texas, Piney Woods town of about 3,500 people, surrounded by lakes and known for its art scene. Seriously, major art scene here. There's a theater, an art center, and there's a real push to support local music and performance. Every October, Autumn Trails Festival brings in antiques, car shows, trail rides, small town pageantry, and it all feels like something right out of a movie. And if you love the outdoors, you've got Lake Cypress Springs, Bob Sandlin, and Lake Winnsboro all within a short drive. Now let's talk about the numbers. The average home here is just around $220,000. Again, that's way below the Texas median. And here's the kicker for Winnsboro. Property taxes are only about 0.67%. Yeah, less than 1% of property value. That's one of the lowest effective tax rates in the entire state. Utilities are again going to be right on average with the rest of the state, but also groceries and gas come in below the metro prices as well. So cost of living in Winnsboro is way below state average. Now, hospitals are going to be 30 to 45 minutes away, either in Sulphur Springs or Mount Pleasant, but there are local clinics for your everyday needs. So whether you're retiring, starting over, or even if you're just looking for a weekend place that's affordable near a lot of lakes and an art center, Winnsboro's got a lot to offer. For number 7, we're coming back to Central Texas, Hays County, Wimberley, Texas. This one you may have heard of. Wimberley's in the hill country. It shows up on Instagram feeds all the time and is on tons of magazine covers, and for really good reason. It's tucked in between Austin and San Antonio and has a Blanco River winding through it, and about 3,200 people call it home. If you love the outdoors, you're going to love Wimberley. You've got Blue Hole swimming area, Jacob's Well, Every month, you've got Wimberley market days, and there's a constant stream of arts, food, and music events year round. It's a town for people who want lifestyle with a capital L. Now, what sets Wimberley apart in this group is it is not cheap. It's the most expensive town on the list. Typical home here starts at around $600,000, which is almost double the state average. And property taxes are about 1.71%, which is just a little bit on the high side of state average as well. Now, electricity costs are going to stay in line with the rest of the state, but because it's such a tourist town, groceries and dining out are going to tend to be just a little bit on the upscale side. Healthcare is covered by local clinics, and then you're going to have major hospitals in San Marcos and Austin, just a short drive away as well. So if you're a remote worker or a lifestyle buyer, or if you're a retiree that just wants to live somewhere that feels like you're on vacation all the time, Wimberley could be a great match for you if it fits your budget. Now, number 6 is a little bit south central Texas between San Antonio and Houston in Lavaca County, the place where I grew up, Shiner, Texas. Now, I probably should have put it above number 6, but I didn't want to feel too biased in it, so I felt like 6 was a pretty good place for it. Shiner's home to about 2,300 people, one of the most beautiful painted churches in the United States, and a brewery that's become a cultural landmark, the Spetzel Brewery, the maker of Shiner Bock. But it's not just a beer town. Locals love the community feel, the slow pace, and the kind of small town values that are hard to find these days. The Half Moon Holidays, the big summer event, is full of cook-offs, parades, and concerts. And the town itself, like I said, is centrally located between Austin and San Antonio. Average price of a home here, about $318,000, which is just over that state median. And property taxes are a reasonable 1.39%, again, below that state average. Utilities are going to be average as well. You've got healthcare options about 10 miles away in Yoakum, and then you have major hospitals in Victoria, which is about 50 minutes away, or San Antonio and Austin. So for people looking for a small town feel, a little bit of heritage feel, and a little bit of tourism also, Shiner, which is also known as the cleanest little city of Texas, is a real good option for you. Number 5, we're going to Guadalupe County, and this is the biggest city in our list, Seguin. Seguin's got about 30,000 residents, but it still feels like a small local town. The town square is absolutely stunning. In fact, Frederick Law Olmsted once called it one of the most beautiful places in Texas. They host Pecan Fest each fall, celebrating one of the area's biggest agricultural exports, and there's a long tradition of preservation and civic pride here. You've got the Guadalupe River running through, historic homes, easy access to San Antonio, just about 30 minutes to the west. Home prices here are below state average at about $280,000. Taxes are just a little bit higher, though, at 1.69%, but still very manageable. And again, just like everything else on our list, electricity rates are going to be standard for the state. Healthcare here is going to be excellent. You've got the Guadalupe Regional Medical Center right in town, and it's fully equipped. So if you're looking for a town that's beautiful, has everything that you need, a little bit larger, and also poised for long-term growth because of that location near San Antonio, you might want to give Seguin a shot. All right, number 4, staying in central Texas, Bastrop County, the town of Smithville. Smithville sits along the Colorado River just about 45 minutes east of Austin. It's got a population of right around 4,500 people. It's obviously known for its film history. Hope Floats was shot there, and its historic downtown. It's an up-and-coming town, but it is definitely artsy, and it's got small town soul. Housing market here is on the rise, though, because it's so close to Austin. Average cost of a house is about $341,000, and taxes, though, are still pretty good and below Texas average at 1.39%. Like everything else, utilities are right around the Texas average as well. Your local clinics are going to cover your day-to-day care, but you're also close to Bastrop and Austin for hospitals. So if you're looking for charm, affordability, but you also want to be close to Austin and maybe to the airport, Smithville, great play for you. For number 3, we're going to go just a little bit north into Somervell County, and we're going to talk about Glen Rose, Texas. Glen Rose is a small town with a big sense of adventure, whether you're hiking in actual dinosaur tracks at Dinosaur Valley State Park, or feeding giraffes at Fossil Rim Wildlife Center, this place delivers outdoor fun most towns can't even come close to competing with. It's also one of the most walkable historic squares on the list. Picture cafes, boutiques, and a relaxed pace of life. That's Glen Rose. Homes here average about $399,000, so again, above state average, but taxes are going to be below the average at 1.34%. And just like every other place on the list, and it sounds like a broken record, utility bills are in line with state average. Glen Rose has a solid local hospital, and there's going to be more specialized options nearby in Fort Worth. So if you're looking for a scenic, activity-filled lifestyle with access to nature, Glen Rose has got that and an awesome community to go along with it. And number 2 in Fannin County is Bonham, Texas. Bonham is an absolute rising star in North Texas. And thanks to the brand new Bodart Lake, it's gone from sleepy historic town to a place full of long-term potential. And the lake means more than recreation. It's opening up the area to waterfront property, future development, and increasing demand as well. The average home value here right now is just $231,000, which is incredibly affordable. Property taxes sit around 1.3 to 1.4%. And again, utilities are right in line with state norm. There's also a local hospital in town. And if you need more specialized care, Sherman and Denison are both close by. So Bonham's a great fit for lake lovers, investors looking for the next big thing, and retirees looking for a nice, quiet community with plenty of things to do. Now, like I promised, before we get to number one, if you're looking for ocean breezes, maybe fishing, and just that laid back lifestyle without paying California or East Coast prices, let's take a look at these three communities down on the Texas coast that may be worth checking out. First of all, we have Rockport. Rockport is the Gulf Coast's cultural retreat. It's known for its quiet charm, walkable harbor area, and it's a real artist community that's anchored by the Rockport Arts Festival and a growing gallery scene. Homes there are going to run around $396,000, but taxes are low at 1.06%. But remember, coastal living comes with windstorm insurance, so average premiums are going to end up being higher than other parts of Texas. But still, if you're retiring and you want to be close to the water without a high rise crowd, Rockport's a great pick. The second one in Nueces County is Port Aransas. Now, Port Aransas is a little bit different. Port Aransas is beach town royalty. It's definitely higher priced than the other coastal picks. Homes here run on average around 660,000, but that comes with deep culture and short-term rental potential that offsets the cost for many. Events like the Deep Sea Roundup and ferry rides and golf course that give daily transportation give it a laid-back but energetic feel. Taxes here are below state average at about 1.59%, and there's strong demand from both full timers and from tourists. So, if you want Gulf Coast living with income potential, Port A might be your best move. And then the third of these in Cameron County is Port Isabel. Port Isabel is your quiet base camp to South Padre Island. It's more affordable. Homes here average around 282,000, and it's got real character. You've got the historic lighthouse, views of Laguna Madre, and quick bridge access to South Padres beaches. Taxes here are also cheap, around 1.33%. But like other coastal towns, you're going to need flood and windstorm coverage for your insurance. So that cost is going to be a little bit higher. So if you want a relaxed pace near the beach and don't need to be directly on the sand, Port Isabel offers a huge value. All right, so let's get to it. Number one, in Marion County, Texas, Jefferson, Texas, absolute gem of a town. Jefferson's the kind of place that feels like a time capsule in the best way. With less than 2,000 residents, this East Texas town once rivaled Galveston in commercial importance. Today, it's known for antique shops, restored Victorian homes, Cypress Bayou tours, and themed festivals almost every month. Homes are incredibly affordable, averaging just about $167,000. That's almost half of the statewide median. Property taxes are only about 0.88%, so they're low as well. And again, utilities fall right in line with state norms. You'll find small clinics in town with hospitals in Marshall and Longview, which are 25 and 40 minutes away. So if you're drawn to history, charm, and slow pace of life, East Texas town of Jefferson is definitely needing to be at the top of your list. So that's it. We've covered Texas, north, south, east, and west. And if one of these towns sounds like it might be a fit for you, give me a call. Let's talk about it. Let's see if it's a perfect fit.